Maundy Thursday is one of the most meaningful days in the Christian calendar, yet many people don't fully understand its depth. Celebrated the Thursday before Easter, it marks the beginning of the most sacred part of Holy Week, also known as the Triduum, the 3 days leading up to Jesus' resurrection. But what really happened on Maundy Thursday, and why does it matter? This was the day of the Last Supper, the final meal that Jesus shared with his 12 disciples before his crucifixion. But it was more than just a meal. It was a powerful moment filled with symbolism, lessons, and deep spiritual meaning. Jesus knew what was coming. He knew he would be betrayed, arrested, and crucified. Yet he chose to spend his final hours teaching love, humility, and service. The word Maundy comes from the Latin word mandatum, which means commandment. During the Last Supper, Jesus gave his disciples a new commandment. Love one another as I have loved you, John 13:34. This wasn't just a suggestion. It was a command to live a life of selfless love. He wasn't just telling them what to do. He showed them how to live it out. One of the most powerful acts Jesus performed that evening was washing his disciples' feet. In those times, this was the job of a servant. But Jesus, the Son of God, took a towel and basin and knelt before each of his followers. Through this act, he taught us that true greatness is found in serving others, no matter your position or status. He wanted his followers to understand that leadership is rooted in humility. Jesus also instituted the Holy Communion, or the Eucharist, during the Last Supper. He took the bread, broke it, and said, "This is my body given for you. Do this in remembrance of me." Then he took the cup, saying, "This cup is the new covenant in my blood, which is poured out for you." Luke 22:19-20. This sacred ritual is still practiced by Christians today as a reminder of his sacrifice. That evening, Jesus also revealed that one of his own disciples would betray him. That man was Judas Iscariot. Jesus didn't expose him in anger or shame. Instead, he spoke with grace and sorrow, showing that even in betrayal, his love remained. Judas would leave the table and go on to set the events in motion that would lead to Jesus' arrest. After the meal, Jesus and his disciples went to the Garden of Gethsemane. There, Jesus prayed with such intensity that the Bible says his sweat was like drops of blood. He cried out to the Father, asking if the cup of suffering could be taken from him. But ultimately, he surrendered, saying, "Not my will, but yours be done." This prayer shows the deep humanity of Jesus and his total obedience to God's plan. While Jesus was praying, his closest friends fell asleep. He was in agony, but they couldn't stay awake. It's a painful reminder of how easily we can miss the moment, even when someone needs us most. Shortly after, Judas arrived with soldiers and betrayed Jesus with a kiss, the signal to identify him. Jesus was then arrested and taken away to begin his journey to the cross. Maundy Thursday is more than a historical event. It's a day that invites us to reflect on love, sacrifice, humility, and obedience. Jesus showed us what it means to be a servant, to give of ourselves even when it costs everything. He didn't just teach these values, he lived them out to the very end. So this last Thursday was called Maundy Thursday. Let's take time to reflect. Let's ask ourselves, are we living out the commandment to love one another? Are we serving others with humility, just as Jesus served his disciples? Are we remembering his sacrifice not just with our words but with our lives? Let this be more than a date on the calendar. Let it be a moment that transforms your heart. Thank you for watching, and if this message touched you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring content. Let's spread love, faith, and hope, just like Jesus commanded us to do. See you in the next video.